Thank you so much, sir. Now let us call upon stage Mr. Padma Bhushan Professor J.B. Joshi, sir, on stage to guide the students.
Padma Bhushan Honorable Professor J.B. Joshi sir, Chancellor ICT, मुंबई, जालना, भुवनेश्वर. आता मी सरांना विनंती करतो की आपण या ठिकाणी यायचंय आणि सगळ्यांना मार्गदर्शन करायचं. जोरदार टाळ्या एकदा व्हायला पाहिजे.
Distinguished honorable guests on the dais and off the dais, the proud scholarship holders, students, their parents, good afternoon to you. First of all, I offer my huge compliments to Homibhabha Foundation for doing this very important exercise which will build the future scientists of the nation. I also thank and congratulate all the students and offer them my very best wishes for their best career. And whatever area they choose, they should do, they will do, they shall do exceeding well in those challenges. I give lectures across our Maharashtra. Typically, I give lecture minimum 100 minutes. Today I will give 10-minute lecture. In the lecture or after the lecture, few questions are asked. The first question is, why our nation is not earning Nobel Prizes? Second question is, in Olympics, most of the awards are taken by USA, Russia, China, and we earn only 1% of the total prizes. Why it is so? The third question asked is, why our nation is poor? Our per capita income is close to 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees, whereas it is 30 times higher in USA, 25 times higher in Japan, and 4 times higher in China. So why we don't produce Olympic holders, Nobel Prizes, and why we are poor? These are the questions. I try to answer. When we say our nation is poor, the nation has 3 sources of income. One is industrial activity, one is agriculture, and third one is services. As far as first one is concerned, our business people, our industrialists, they don't do more than 1% business across the world. So there are no earnings. Why they are not able to do? Because cost of production in India is more than cost of production in China or all the other. Plus there is no innovation, there is no newness in the product which can be accepted by the society. And how the cost of production can be reduced and made comparable, I'm going to give only 10-minute lecture. How it can be reduced? Only science and technology can do the job. Make the systems safer, pollution-free, and less cost of production. If you go to agriculture and take any crop, right from rice and wheat, and our productivity per hectare is 1/3 that as compared to the other nations. And in terms of tomatoes and potatoes, we produce 50 times less. If we consider service sector, after graduation, we always opt for service industry, that is IT industry. We get starting salary maybe 50,000, 60,000, soon 1 lakh, 2 lakh. And we feel that that is unattractive. What do we do? we serve the entire world. आपण हमाली करतो जगाची आणि त्याच्यातून थोडे पैसे मिळतात. फक्त डगला घालत नाही पण करतो हमालीच. आणि हमाली करून पैसे किती मिळणार? जे पैसे मिळतात ते देशाची संपत्ती असते आणि ती संपत्ती इतकी तुरळक की ज्याच्यामुळे आपला देश गरीब राहतो. हे झालं इन्कमचं. आपण जर गुगलवर टाकलं हाऊ मेनी आयटम्स आर इम्पोर्टेड बाय आवर नेशन इन इंडिया तर आणि त्याचं जर प्रिंटआउट घ्यायला लागलं तर तुम्हाला एक पूर्ण रीम लागेल की इतक्या गोष्टी आपण 24 लक्ष कोटी रुपयाच्या गोष्टी आपण विकत आणतो. टोटल इन्कम 140 lakh crores and we spend this money. So income minus expenditure divided by the population is per capita income, and that per capita income is 140th in the world. There are 152 nations. We stand 12th from the bottom on the basis of per capita income. And the reasons I told you. The business is not doing well because innovations are not there. The farming, the agriculture is not very attractive mainly because again innovations are there. Because we have been taking crops from the same field again and again and again, and we are not putting back what is required by the soil to maintain the health of the soil. And in service sector, forget about some exceptions, but we have not created any software like Word or Excel or in accounts, and that software can be sold throughout the world and earn a lot of money. And that is also, the strength is required in science and technology. So I again compliment Homibhabha Foundation because they have recognized what is the need of the nation and executed it. I'll speak for 5 more minutes. I've completed 5 minutes. So we ask industrialists why your cost of production is not comparable or even less than the national production, international production. So they have few things to say, that we have so many restrictions, we have to take so many permits from the government. The infrastructure of our nation is incomplete. Many things are wanted. Our electricity is expensive. We pay 10-11 rupees per unit. USA pays 5 rupees, Switzerland pays 3 rupees, and it is free in Middle East. The cost of money is also high. The interest rate in India is 10, 11, 12%. In US it is 5%. Switzerland it is 3%, and it is free capital. Under these conditions, how our production can be competitive? Their points are clear and their points are true also. But our institute has shown that we have developed at least 50 products and 50 processes and 50 softwares. So that whatever we undertake as a challenge, we solve it and show that the cost of production is much less than worldwide prices. Right now, we are having 16 such products in pharmaceutical industry, and I'm sure within less than 2 years, we will make them competitive. What is the overall objective? To make our nation competitive, increase the number of jobs. By going to English medium or by going abroad, we don't solve problems. If 2 crores jobs are required every year, then those are required. And if the first number and 10th number, if you improve the ability in English, how you are going to increase the number of jobs? You are just within the number of students, you are increasing, maybe, I'm not sure about that also, but within that you are improving the competitiveness. So these are the measures which are really unproductive. What is productive, it's shown by Homibhabha Foundation, but I'll tell you a few things. the industry I told you, they make complaints that our cost of money is high, our cost of that is in terms of interest that is high, and we don't get meaningful support from academic institutions. If you go and ask academic institutions why we are not competitive, why do such a less business, these people, you may be hearing a number of times, their first complaint is, these days we don't get good students. At our time we were having good students. But our time, if you ask our grandfathers, they will say that at our time students were very good, the next generation. So I consider these as complaints. The academic institutions say that we don't have facilities for. I have received Padma Bhushan, and I'm among the top 100 scientists of the world. But I did experiments only with air and water and sometimes sand, nothing more than that. We feel, and this I want to remove your notion completely, we feel that huge, sophisticatedly instrumented laboratories are required, good libraries are required, intelligent students are required, huge number of scientists are required, internet is required. I will tell you, I have 55 years of research experience, and I have discussed with my research scientist friends, nothing is required. Nothing of this is required. What is majorly required is to have the ability of concentration of mind. Are you understanding? The ability for concentration of mind. And that can come mainly by meditation. We have huge amount of time in a week, in a day. Actually, I suggest to my students, you take a separate notebook and write down every half an hour what exactly you have done. And at the end of the week, on the Saturday, you take out 1 hour and critically and honestly introspect what exactly you have done. You will find that more than 95% of the time you have wasted. Why we are not getting Nobels, why we are not getting Olympics, is we don't concentrate our mind. There are various ways to deviate from the objective. About 20 years ago, I had prepared a list of 20 complaints. My mother is not well, there were huge rains, and so on. And when a student came to my class, I asked him, have you done the homework? Then he would go the reason that my grandmother was not well. I showed my notebook, yours is the 11th reason. And keeping on giving complaints, so my real appeal to you is, don't complain in life. Only then you will be able to concentrate your mind. Keep on smiling, all the time keep on smiling, no complaints. Can you go to the mother today, or your mother may be present here, and tell her that, thank you mother, because of you, whatever I am today is because of your efforts. Tell your father also, tell your teachers, and you will create an atmosphere of gratitude. And in that atmosphere, in that ambience, we need to create such an ambience in every college, every school. In such a creative ambience, then only people think originally, and then they can win the awards and win international awards also and national awards also. So my real message to you is, don't complain. Keep smiling all the time. Be grateful to whosoever you are meeting, to your friends, and you will succeed in your life exceedingly well. Thank you so much.